everyone, in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about how you can start a YouTube channel on a budget or no budget. Basically, I'm going to tell you how I started my YouTube channel with literally like no money to spend. So, the first thing obviously you're going to need is equipment. I used my iPad, which I already had. I got it for Christmas or birthday and it was so helpful. You know, I just propped it up using books as my tripod, or if you've got like a dresser, put it on a dresser or something like that. And yeah, I use that because when you've got the facing camera, so you can see what's on the screen, which was really helpful for me because I could see what was in the screen, I could see what was out of shot, this and that. The only downside to that is it doesn't focus that well. It's good, don't get me wrong, it's fine for like when you start out a YouTube channel. It just doesn't focus that much. It's kind of hard to show things to the camera. But I highly recommend using your iPhone or phone, your iPad if you have an iPad or tablet, your iPod, anything like that you can use to start a YouTube channel. You don't need this, you know, big expensive camera or this really nice tripod or studio lights. You don't need that to start a YouTube channel. You can use natural lighting, which is what I'm using at the moment. I don't have studio lights or anything like that, and that's free. So, you know, we are coming into summer here in the UK, so filming is going to be a lot easier because it's lighter for a lot longer. And I guess the main things you need are, you need to put yourself in front of a window and have the camera facing you, and the window behind you is what I have at the moment. And then the lighting is just there, like you're given the lighting. Equipment, use an iPad. And then editing, I downloaded iMovie on my iPad, which was about £5, so you do have to pay for it, but it's worth it. It's just, you know, really simple editing for when you want to first start out. The editing program I use now is called Wondershare Filmora, which I will leave in the down below. It's about £26. It's not expensive, it's quite reasonable, and there are a lot of things you can do on there, so I highly recommend it. Obviously take a look at it first before you purchase it. You don't really need to do really complex editing when you first start. It's kind of a gradual thing. Just start with maybe like transitions or things like that. Don't start with complex things. Kind of just build your way up. That's the thing with YouTube. A lot of people start from having really crappy like lighting and stuff like that, and then they build their way up, and that is what I love about it. You can just see your progress. Yeah, I just honestly think you don't need to spend a lot of money to start YouTube out. And what I did is when I had birthdays or Christmases, I really used that. I would be like, oh, can I have this camera for my birthday, or can I have this for Christmas? And that meant I didn't have to get money from somewhere that I didn't have money. So I didn't have to ask my mum for money to pay for a camera or something like that. I kind of just got it as a gift. So because at that time I wasn't working or anything, so I didn't have any income. I had pocket money, which was £15 a week, which is, you know, not a lot. That's like £60 a month, and that's, you know, that's not going to get you far considering I spend all my money on food. So yeah, things like that. If your Christmas is coming up or if your birthday is coming up, why not ask for a new camera as your main present? Or why not ask for a tripod or something like that? And then you have the equipment. You don't need to, you know, spend ages saving up, or you don't need to ask your parents for money, because that's what I don't really like. I don't really like asking my parents for money, and if I do, I always give it back straight away. I also used to film on my iPhone. This is my iPhone 5S, so it's a bit different. I used to have an iPhone 4S, and I just used to put it on there with some books underneath, and I just used to film on it really, because you can see yourself. And the quality wasn't great, but it wasn't awful, and this was before I deleted all my videos, so you probably won't be able to see anything then. But yeah, like when I go to concerts, when I went to my One Direction concert, when I went to my Michael Bublé concert, I filmed on my iPhone. I didn't have, like, you know, really nice cameras back then, and you know, coming from me, I just think you don't need to have a really nice camera or really nice lighting or a really nice tripod or a really nice background to be really successful on YouTube. Yeah, they help, but you know, you can just, when I first started out, my background was literally a back wall, I think it was, and I just stuck loads of photos on it, and that's what you can do. You can get loads of home photos, or, you know, pay like £5 for your Instagram things. You don't have to spend loads of money on a background. Yes, I know I can't really say that now because my background looks like it's quite expensive, but it's not. I bought all this stuff with my own money because now I work, so it's a lot easier. This shelf itself was only £45, so maybe you could ask for that for your birthday or something like that. Yeah, so I kind of just thought I'd do this video because I get a lot of people asking me on Instagram, how did you start out on YouTube, or what equipment do you use, and that kind of stuff. I'm going to do another video soon about all the equipment that I use, because obviously I'm using it at the moment, so I can't really show you. But I will just say one thing, and that is, you don't have to feel like you're not going to be a good YouTuber because you don't have the equipment. That is not the case. You being a good YouTuber comes from you. If you have a really good personality, if you're really bubbly and, you know, fun and, you know, really enthusiastic, that is what people are going to want to see. People don't really care about your background. Yes, they do sometimes, as it's nice to look at something behind you, but a lot of people just want to see what you're about. They want to see how you feel, how you act, what your opinions are, really. And that's, at the end of the day, what it should be. It shouldn't be all about having really expensive stuff. Yes, I know really big YouTubers like Zoella and that lot have really big stuff, but don't forget, they are a lot older than you. They have jobs, they have money to spend on that kind of stuff, whereas we are a lot younger and we don't have, some of you might not have a job, maybe like a Sunday job or something like that, and that might not give you a lot of money. So obviously you don't want to get your wage at the end of the month and then spend it all on a camera and then have nothing to spend on yourself. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I just think, if you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel and you don't have the equipment that other people do, don't worry, just make good of what you've got. That is what I did. I literally used books and stacked them up, and that was my tripod. I used natural lighting. I'm using natural lighting at the moment with my lights as well. These lights don't really affect the video, so that's fine. Natural lighting is your best thing, and it's free, so definitely film in the day. You can film at night now because it's quite light now. So yeah, I definitely think that you don't need to buy like studio lights or anything like that. Also, you don't really need a tripod as such, because if you're thinking of doing lookbooks, things like that, follow me around, you can just, you know, hold your phone and be like, hi, blah blah blah. And if you're doing a lookbook, why not ask one of your friends to come over and make a day of it, and they can help you film. They can hold the camera and be like, oh look, turn around, or something like that. And then you can just, you know, get some food, watch a movie, have a YouTube filming day, that kind of thing. You don't need to buy stuff to make something good, is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, I'll leave you now. No, that's not what I'm going to say. What am I going to say? I will see you in the next video. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will subscribe. No, I will not subscribe to you. Oh, my brain is like gone. I will see you soon. Bye. Hello everyone, and welcome to my May favourites. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things I've been loving this month. The first thing I should probably share with you is this candle I'm holding in my hand. This is the Ocean Breeze, and it's a light because I just love having candles on at the moment. I only really light them when I'm in the room.